Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a video for you. I've been very slack on uploading recently, and honestly it was because of mental health and I'm still not feeling that great. So I decided I'd film today. I don't know how much longer my YouTube's going to be going, is the honest answer to many questions I've had on like what's happened to your YouTube. But today I really fancied to film, and I think that is what I'm going to stick to, is when I want to film I'll film, and if I don't want to, don't pressure myself. But today I'm going to be doing my everyday makeup routine, which I am so excited about. This is like my everyday routine right now, what I'm wearing. And it has changed up from what I was doing like a few weeks ago. So I'm going to also be doing, not on the same video, but I'm also going to be doing a no makeup look, which is what I was technically wearing before this, which isn't that much different, but it is kind of different. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the first thing I use is the Freedom Be Free to Makeup Pro Studio Priming Water. I'm just going to spritz this all across my face, and this is just like a nice primer, and it like refreshes your skin before your makeup. I find this smells of marzipan, which honestly, I don't really mind, but I'm not a big fan of marzipan, so it is quite a sweet scent. Next, for the foundation, I have been freaking loving the Revolution, Makeup Revolution London. What is this? Fast-based foundation stick in F1. I've been really liking this. I did do a testing video on it, but I literally went so out with it. And this is full coverage. So what I've been doing instead is just doing like small dots of it across my face where I want to put it, which is like all over my face, but just like not too much of it. Then taking my Real Techniques Beauty Blender just to blend it out. The one thing I do find with this foundation, and I know some people have been like, don't drag your beauty blender on your skin, but I kind of have to with this, as this foundation I do find blends out like nicely when it blends out, but it's quite hard to blend out, especially with a sponge, so I have to wipe it a little bit, but I know you're not meant to, so before I get a million comments like, don't wipe your beauty blender around your face, you're meant to like pass it. I know, this is just the way I've been doing it if it doesn't really want to blend out. I freaking love this foundation stick, and as you can see, the coverage is incredible, but also with a small amount. It's not too like wall, like full coverage, which I really like, and I find this lasts pretty good on my skin. It does get a little bit patchy around like, you know, areas throughout the day, but really it's like pretty damn good. And then my cheeks are quite red, so I usually put like another dot on each cheek when I've blended it if I need it. And that is where I leave it. I freaking love this foundation, especially not only the coverage and how it makes my skin look, but also the colour match is like so good. It's mad. And they've got 18 different colours, so whatever skin tone you are, I'm sure there'll be one that suits you, which I just love. I just love that like they have so many colours to suit every skin. For concealer, I have been absolutely loving my Collection Lasting Perfection Ultimate Wear Concealer, and I just like to dot this under my eyes on both sides. For highlighter, I like to use my MAC All the Right Angles Contour Palette in Light, and I like to just go in with the cream highlighter underneath. And I really like this because it doesn't look like a highlight. It doesn't look like you've got, you know, like a glittery highlight on. It's not chalky, obviously. And I just like the way it looks on my skin. It lasts all day, and it just gives like a really nice natural glow. It doesn't look like highlighter. It looks just like your natural skin is like highlighted. I take one of these little Real Techniques like sponges, and I just like wipe in to the cream highlighter. To powder my face, I like to go in with the Rimmel London Stay Matte powder in 001 Transparent. I also love 003 Peach Glow, but I couldn't get my hands on it, so I've been using this and I still love it, and yeah, it's great. For bronzer, I absolutely freaking love the Hoola Light by Benefit. I was using Hoola on top of another couple of bronzers, but I got this. I actually got this yesterday, and I have been obsessed with it. It's just a lighter version of Hoola Light in the name, and I just love it because, I don't know, it's just so much better for my skin tone. Like, I love the original Hoola, but it is really dark for me, so I have to go really light-handed. But I feel like I'll whip Hoola back out in like summer when I have a little bit more colour in my cheeks. Right now though, love this. Then I grab this mini expert face brush and I just basically blend it out, blend out the harsh edges and just blend it out, you know, into my skin. Next I go in with my NARS Orgasm blusher. I just like to go in with this blush brush. I don't like a lot of blush, but I just like to put a little bit of colour back in my cheeks that I kind of lost with the foundation, and just give myself like a healthy kind of, whatever you want to call it. Right, for brows. I'm so nervous to do brows on here. First of all, I like to take my Benefit Gooseproof brow pencil and I just brush out my brows. I then like to use like the other end. By the way, I'm in shade 2 for this. And I just like to basically line out my brows. I then go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Taupe. I take this on a Zoeva Bamboo 322 brow line brush and I just dip in to the pomade. I then like to take this, I don't even know the brand to be honest, but it's got this like highlight pencil on the end and I use this just to like sculpt out my brows. I much prefer it to concealer because it's more highlighty and also it just like, you know, it's a pencil so you can do it really easy. Last thing I use on my brows is the Benefit Gimme Brow in 1 and I just brush this through the outer side just to give it that like little bit more fade and just to put a bit more colour in. So they're definitely not the best I've ever done, but you get the idea. For eyes, I've been using the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, which is my favourite palette of all time. Before I do eyeshadow, I like to use this NYX eyeshadow base like white primer. First colour I take is Heaven and just put that over my eyelids. Next I take this Real Techniques detailer brush and I go in with the colour Honey Pot, which is this gold, and then I put this all over my eyelid. I then go in with the colour Push Up, which is the one above Honey Pot, and it's just like a slightly darker browny gold. And I just apply a little bit of this to the outer side. Doesn't make a lot of difference because it's not as pigmented as Honey Pot, but I like to do it just to like darken it up slightly. I then like to take the colour Silk Teddy, which is like, I can't really work out, like is it more, I feel like it's rose gold basically. It's like a rose gold kind of colour, like it's like pinky brown. Anyway, let's take a little bit of that and I put it on my inner corner of like my lid. Then going in with the Real Techniques shading brush. First of all, I go in with Cashmere Bunny, which is this like brownie colour. And I just go in my crease. I also run that like a little bit under my eyes. I like to just give that like smoky effect. I then go in with this darker one called Sexpresso. And I go very lightly with this one because it's very pigmented and very dark. And then I just grab that big brush again, going back in with Heaven, and I just kind of tidy up. Now, probably the most important step of my entire makeup, which will be a shock to some of you, is curling my eyelashes. Like, this is such an important step for me, but I don't just leave it at like, oh yeah, curl your lashes like that. I literally go mad at this. Then go in with the best mascara of all time, which is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. But pretty much that is like my everyday makeup that I usually can do within like half an hour. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and let me know in the comment section below what you thought. That is it for today's video, and I will see you all next time. Mwah! Bye!